right now, the line to see Queen Elizabeth II's coffin at Westminster Hall stretches nearly 4 miles.
Yeah, she lies in state until her funeral on Monday. Our Lauren Lister has providing us live coverage all week long. She is continuing that now live in London. Lauren, what have you seen over the past 24 hours?
Oh, Dan and Hazel, we've seen such an outpouring of emotion as people now get the chance to pass by Queen Elizabeth II's coffin for the very first time as it lies in state in Westminster Hall just beyond me for 4 days. But this is the first full day. Now, let's take a live look at the lines because, as you mentioned, the line is some 4 miles long. We've seen it grow since even the first reads on how long it was came out at around 2 miles or more. So people just continuing to turn out in droves for the opportunity to pass by and personally say goodbye. And some telling me that I spoke to that they really felt it was their sense of duty, that they wouldn't miss it. They just need to come and personally say goodbye to a monarch that served for 70 years, the longest ever. Another man I spoke to, a military veteran, saying that he had to come because the Queen was his commander-in-chief, and so that paying respects is very important. Now, I want to show you what everybody's waiting for. I can show you the images inside Westminster Hall, and that's where a procession of people are solemnly passing through, shuffling through quietly, and some bow their heads, some salute, and some are visibly seen crying, wiping away tears. And the Queen's coffin is on top of a platform called a catafalque, and it's guarded 24 hours by soldiers, and on top of it a royal flag along with the imperial state crown. And we spoke with some people who had just come out, and here's what they said the experience was like.
It's very somber in there, very quiet, very solemn, very respectful, very, very quiet, you know, and just very emotional. You can feel it. You can feel it off of people.
Lost someone very special.
Oh, yeah. You're getting emotional.
I am indeed. Yeah.
You know, so that kind of emotion coming out of people, even if they're trying to fight it back and to not shed a tear. The procession that brought the Queen's body to Westminster Hall happening less than 24 hours ago, noteworthy not only because it was regal and ceremonial and impactful, but also because King Charles III walked behind the coffin, and behind him, Princes Harry and William. And this is the first time they've been publicly all seen together since the Queen's death 1 week ago, and some are making comparisons to the images of them walking following the death of Princess Diana leading up to her funeral. So back out here live, the Queen lies in state for a total of 4 days here at Westminster Hall. That is all ahead of her funeral, which is just across the street at Westminster Abbey, the church behind me. And we're learning a little bit more about the funeral. Not only are people being asked to respond by today if they'll attend, that's for the 2,000 people invited to the state funeral, but also we've learned that the United Kingdom will collectively hold a 2-minute moment of silence at the funeral's end. That's the latest for now, live here in London. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much.